Good morning. Looks like we have a full house. Okay. For the record, I'm Gary Gramling. I'm a member of, I'm the Vice Chairman of Housing Development Partners, and I'm a member of the Audit Committee. And it is now 8:08 approximately on July 18th, 2025, and this is a special meeting of the HDP Audit Committee is called to order. We're meeting this morning with committee members and staff in attendance, and the meeting is open to the public. However, I don't see any members of the public here. Video of today's meeting is also being streamed live online. The link to watch today's meeting is on HDP's website at www.hdpartners.org. Members of the public who are not here who wish to provide comments to the committee will need to complete a speaker slip, which is over there. Susie Kaywood is back there, and she can receive any speaker's requests. To speak in favor, do I really have to read all of this in detail on this? Okay. Yes. To speak in favor of any item on today's agenda, please submit the gold-colored form. To speak in opposition to any agenda item, please submit the pink-colored form. Nothing political is meant by those colors, okay? Those who wish to address the committee about a topic that is not on the agenda should fill out a white speaker request form. Members of the public will have 3 minutes each to provide their comments about agenda items or non-agenda public comments. However, if a large number of people wish to provide non-agenda public comments or speak on a single agenda item, comments will be limited to 1 minute each. Collective testimony by those who support or oppose an item shall be limited to no more than 15 minutes total per side. When I call your name, please step to the podium, state your name for the record, and begin making your comments. Now is the time for non-agenda public comments. Susie, I believe, stepped out, but I was told that we have no one who is from the public or who has indicated they wish to speak. No speaker slips have been submitted, so this concludes the non-agenda public comments. Committee member comments. Next is the time for the committee members here to make any comments that they wish to make. Gentlemen? No? All right. Next is the approval of the minutes for the July 19, 2024 HDP Audit Committee meeting. No speaker slips have been submitted regarding the minutes. Do any committee members have any changes to the minutes, or do we have a motion? Do we have a motion from the committee to approve the audit minutes? Thank you. Okay, so it's been moved and seconded that we vote to approve the minutes from the July 19, 2024 committee meeting. All those in favor say aye. 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 All those opposed? No. Motion carries unanimously. We have one item on our agenda today, agenda item 100. Agenda item 100 is the approval of HDP's 2024 consolidated financial statements. Suket? The Executive Vice President, Chief Financial Officer, Suket Dayal, will introduce this item. You may begin whenever you wish. Now, everyone smile. It's feeling the energy's feeling low here. Come on, bring it up. Hey, I have a niece who has her own accounting firm, and she makes it seem like it's fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
We're going to sing our presentation. No, I'm just kidding.
No, please. I've heard me sing. You don't need
don't
to
want to
hear.
hear. Okay.
Right.
Well, we'll just read it then. Good morning, committee members. I'm Suket Dayal, Chief Financial Officer. I'm here with Julie Conserva, our Vice President of Real Estate Finance. This is the presentation of the Housing Development Partners, or HDP's, consolidated financial statements for the year ending December 2024. We'll start with a quick introduction, go through an audit timeline, and then talk about our consolidated financial results. HDP, as you are well aware, is San Diego Housing Commission's nonprofit affiliate, incorporated in 1990, to provide housing and services for people with low or moderate income, seniors, and individuals with disabilities. HDP's financial activities are incorporated in the San Diego Housing Commission's Annual Comprehensive Financial Report, or ACFR. The audit period, just as a reminder, is for calendar year 2024. After a thorough review, our auditors concluded an unmodified or clean opinion, which translates to financial statements are free from significant errors and fairly represent the company's financial position. The consolidated reporting entity includes the 23 entities listed here. Too fast. This is the comprehensive timeline for the audit and tax return process. The process is started in September with the interim or mid-year audit. In January, the year-end audits and tax returns for the lower tier partnerships commence, beginning with the tax credit and regulatory partnerships. In May, the upper tier entity audits, tax returns, and annual distributions are completed. We then work on the consolidated reporting entity of the Housing Development Partners, which consolidates all entities under our control, eliminating any intra-entity transactions, which is brought to the audit committee for final approval. And Julie will now provide the details.
This is the summary of the financial results. Total revenues are $23.8 million. Total expenses, $22.9 million. Total assets of $169 million, with the entities consolidated 23 and total units managed of 179. Of the $169 million in assets, 74% are capital assets at $124 million, and 18% are cash and investments of $30 million. The remaining 8% make up the rest of the asset class, which include accounts receivable, restricted reserves and deposits, and prepaid ground leases. Liabilities and net assets of $169 million were 63% notes payable and 25% unrestricted net assets. This slide reflects the change in net assets, liabilities, and assets from 23 to 24. Assets approximated 2023 levels. Liabilities decreased by $1.5 million due to the ongoing paydown of principal on permanent debt, with a corresponding increase in net assets of the same amount due to increases in net income. Net income before non-cash depreciation and amortization is $5.7 million. Net income after non-cash activity is $0.9 million. This slide depicts year-over-year change in revenues and expenses. Revenue increased by $1.7 million, which was an 8% increase compared to 2023. Expenses increased by $1 million, which was a 5% increase. And that concludes our presentation. Any questions?
Gentlemen, any questions? Looks like we don't have any questions for you.
Perfect. Thank you.
Okay.
Oh,
And there's no public comments regarding that either.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Jackie,
turn it over to Cone Resnick.
Cone Resnick, we'll turn it over to Cone Resnick now.
You guys have the slides up ready?
Yeah.
Got it. Cool. Just want to echo, no singing on my part today.
Okay.
I'll save the room. Good morning, everybody. Jackie Tang from Cone Resnick here. We're here to kind of present the HDP audit results. We're going to echo a lot of the points that Suket kind of covered here. Essentially, we're talking about the 2024 calendar year end audit for HDP. This is going to span for all 23 consolidated audits. So I know we're saying one entity, but really we issue up to 17, 18 reports now, right? Across the board, it's an unmodified opinion. This is our way of saying it's a clean opinion for the group of audits that we've done. There are certain required communications from us as auditors. The first bullet point you kind of see here is no material weakness, no significant deficiencies. This is for the compliance piece. The properties itself will have some compliance requirements for funding, and then also for financial reporting. So no audit adjustments, very clean books. financial, or the management team's been fantastic to kind of partner with here. I know Suket's kind of covered that timeline. He's always kind of joked that this is our Super Bowl. This is the culmination of all the hard work we've done here. So clean opinion. In the draft that you have on hand, I will note that there's no new accounting adoption of accounting principles here. So what you see this year and last year is very comparable, right? And then we're just here for any questions on an audit perspective, if you have any.
And we assume you received a warm welcome when you showed up from Suket and his staff.
Oh, absolutely. There's coffee on the table and water. That's all I ask for. Low maintenance, you know?
Okay.
Thank you.
8 o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, no speaker slips have been submitted for this item, so public comment over. Do we have a motion on this item?
So moved.
And you're moving to approve?
Yes.
Correct? Do we have a second?
You have to second.
I have to
don't
second
have to- okay.
Oh, that's right. You're the pretty face.
I'm just saying. So, yeah, we're in trouble then.
Okay, all right, I second on that. All of us in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? No? Motion carries. This concludes the committee's meeting today. This meeting, unless objected to, is hereby adjourned at 8:18. Thank you all.